Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Gurt's Beer Guide. Now, you may have noticed I'm not in my barracks room. There's no green screen. Well, that's because I'm in a nice, comfortable apartment now. So I did move out of the barracks, but that doesn't mean the videos are going to stop. You may see these puppers right here hop in every now and then. There's one. You'll probably see the other one in the video. So without further ado, let's review some beer, shall we? Okay, so I got the other one. This is Cali. Okay, so anywho, this beer right here is this is a homemade beer. So I'm actually pretty excited to try this one, so let me give you a little information about the man who made it and what kind of beer it is. Let's jump right into it. So this bad boy right here was made by Detective Eric Peffer. He's been brewing beers for about 8 years now, competitively for 4 years. He has taken actual awards for his beers, so he took first in the GEBL competition back in 2016, as well as third place in the National Homebrew competition. So this beer right here is an all-American IPA. I will say it again, IPA. And if you watch my videos, you know how I feel about IPAs. But I can't turn down a homemade beer because I've never had a bad one yet. So let's get into more details about this beer. So this beer is a double dry hopped. It uses 4 types of hops total in the beer. It's got a 60 IBU rating as well as a 6.57% ABV, which is not too bad. What else? This beer scored 30 points on the BJCP score sheet, which is what they use to judge beers. Let's crack it open. So by the way, this is in an authentic German bottle that it came in. So I've never actually opened one of these. Okay, that was actually very easy. All right. It's actually a really cool bottle. There's a lot of cool little details on them. So thank you for that as well, Eric. Okay, let's... It's actually not... It's got a good smell. It doesn't smell like an IPA or IPAs that I've had before. So let's go ahead and pour this. I'm going to use a snifter for this style of beer, these IPAs. So let's go ahead and pour. And another tidbit about this beer is that it is a unfiltered beer in the process of making beer, which is the same style that Sierra Nevada uses for their beer. So there's typically a lot of sediment in this kind of beer, and that should be good. Okay, so let's take a little gander at that one. First thoughts on the sight of this beer. It's got a really nice golden flavor, golden color to it. It's probably going to taste like gold because it's homemade. So okay, that's very thick. I can't see through this beer at all. So if I want to get a little closer to the camera, there you can kind of get the yeah, that's thick. All right. Okay, so after reviewing the beer a little bit more, the head obviously settled pretty quickly. The smell outside of the bottle is definitely different. Still smells pretty good. It's pretty tolerable. So let's go ahead and give it a try, shall we? Cheers. Whoa, whoa! Yeah, that is double dry. That is for sure. This is a homemade beer because even though it's a double dry American IPA, that's a good beer. I'm gonna take another sip right here on camera. That packs a punch, though. Let me tell you what. So unlike other IPAs that I've had, macro brewery or even microbrewery IPAs, this you can tell that this it took the time to actually make or brew this beer. It's got a really good actual aftertaste. It's not like most IPAs that I have, and it just it leaves like a super bad kind of like a tree bark kind of taste to it. But this is actually refreshing, and that's very hard to say with an IPA. And the fact that this is a double dry using 4 different types of hops that are clearly the woody kind of taste to them. This is not bad at all. I enjoy this IPA right here. Food pairings with this bad boy right here, you can do spicy foods like I said in the other video, caramelized foods, so anything that you're gonna kind of saute in a pan, that's gonna mix really well with the overall kind of taste of this IPA. Let's just say, for example, roasted poultry. So basically any chicken, if you're gonna actually roast it, this would be a very good pairing for that as well. Okay, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video right here. I just want to say a big thank you to Eric again. Thank you for letting me try this beer for you and review it. I'm going to go ahead and change the catchphrase a little bit. The slogan, not the catchphrase. You can't change "That's a good beer." That's never going to go away. I may move, but it's always going to be "That's a good beer." So if you're going to drink, be safe, don't get hurt. Tune in next time for drinking with me, the beer connoisseur Gurt. Cheers.